Hello, Year 9. Today is our sixth lesson in this topic, and today we're going to use the trigonometric ratios to find an unknown side length in the numerator. Remember that the numerator is something that we have when we talk about fractions. The numerator is on the top, the denominator is on the bottom. So at the end of this, you should be able to label the sides of a right angle triangle with respect to the angle. You should be able to write down trigonometric ratios for a specified angle. You should be able to substitute numbers into a trigonometric ratio, and you should be able to rearrange a trigonometric ratio equation to solve for an unknown side in the numerator. Okay, looking at our learning intention, we're going to use trigonometric ratios to find unknown side lengths where the numerator is the unknown side. If we have an angle in one side length of a right angle triangle, we can find the lengths of the other sides by using sine theta, cos theta, or tan theta. Theta being the angle that we have. First example, I've got a triangle here. I have got theta. I've got an angle 30 degrees. I've also got one other side length here, 3, which is on our hypotenuse, which we'll label. We need to find this one. We can find both. We're being asked to find x. So this question is asking us to find x. The first step I should do is label the sides. So that's down here. The first thing I'm going to do, there's my angle there. The right angle is over here. My hypotenuse is on opposite the right angle. A, the adjacent angle. A is between the angle and the right angle, so A is here. O is facing the angle or the other one, so this is my O here. I've labelled them. Next thing, write down the letters of the side you have and the side you are finding. So the side I have is H. I want to write down H, and the side I'm trying to find is O, the X. So O and H. H is the side I have, O is what I'm trying to find, so it's SO. We look for the ratio with O and H in it, SO. So step 3, write out the ratio. So SO, S is sine theta, and the OH, O over H. Now the next thing to do, my next step is to substitute in our numbers. So what we want to do is we want to substitute in our numbers. So we have sine 30, substitute in 30 for theta, is equal to the O is x, so put x up there, and the h is 3. We've now got sine 30 equals x on 3. Now we can rearrange this, but at this stage, really what I want you to do in this topic is just understand that when we rearrange the unknown in the numerator, which is on top, and evaluate, what we end up with multiplying the two of them together. We get x equals 3 sine 30. X equals 3 sine 30. Now I'm going to prove that over here once just for the sake of it. I have got sine 30 equals x on 3. As we know, if we want to get x by itself, we multiply it by 3, multiply both sides by 3. So x is equal to 3 sine 30, which is what we've got. But what I want you to do is I don't want you to spend each time do that. I just want you to remember. If the numerator, if we're looking for it on top, then we get the numerator is equal to the side times the angle. Putting that in my calculator, I end up with 1.5. Okay, looking at the next question, with our next example, we want to do the same thing. We want to find x corrected 2 decimal places. So there's x. We've got an angle of 42 degrees and we've got a side of 7.2. Step 1, let's label them. Labeling them. Opposite the hypotenuse is our h. A is between the angle, which is here 42, and the right angle. So there's my A. And then O is the other one. I've labelled them. Have a look and see. Now I'm trying to find A and I have H. So I have A and H. So the ratio with A and H in is K. I'm using K because it's got the A and the H. Write out the ratio. So cos theta equals A on H. Now substitute the numbers in that you've got. Go across to your triangle. Cos, the angle is 42, equals now A is X, and H is 7.2. All right, so the one we're trying to find, X, is in the numerator, it's on top. When we rearrange, we get X is equal to the two of them multiplied together. 7.2 times cos 42 equals 5.350 or 5.35. Again, if I find my sharp calculator, getting down here, I'm looking for 7.2 times, let me get it clear and start all over again, 7.2 times cos 42. Cos 42 equals 5.350, which is 5.35 to 2 decimal places. All right, having a look at our next one. Find X correct to 2 decimal places. Having a look at what we've got. We have got a X here we're trying to find. We've got an angle down here of 71 and we've got 4 across here. We want to label the side. So opposite the right angle is H. Between the angle and the right angle is A, and the other one is O. So when we look at it this time, which ones have we got and what are we trying to find? So we have got A, we're trying to find O. So step 1 we've labelled. Step 2, we're trying to find O and A. The ratio of O and A is TOA. Writing that out, tan theta equals O on A. Substituting the values in, we've got tan, our angle is 71. Tan 71 is equal to O is X and A is 4. X on 4. So again, what we do is rearrange it. So we've got X equals 4 tan 71. Come across to our calculator and type in there 4 tan 71. 4 times tan 71 equals 1.616 or 11.616 or 11.62 to the 2 decimal places. Example number 4, find X to 2 decimal places. Once again, I've got X here, I've got 7, I've got my angle here is 38. First thing I want to do is label my sides. Facing my right angle is my H on 7, longest side. Between my angle here and the right angle is A, and the other one is O. I'm trying to find X, which next is to O. I've been given H. So O and H is what I've got. So SO is what I'm using. Sine theta equals O on H. Substituting numbers in, sine 38 equals X. O is X and H is 7, X on 7. So X equals 7 sine 38. Going to my calculator, I have got, clear, missed, 7 times sine 38 equals 4.309 or 4.31. Now what I've been doing here, you may or may not notice, is sort of, I know you guys don't like to write all this stuff, which is a lot. Well, I guess I'm getting towards is the minimum sort of thing that you should be writing out. So here I pretty much got to the minimum here, where I've got all my working, all of the steps where I can't really go wrong. Having a look at this last one then, I've got X here, I've got 4 down here, and I've got an angle 42 here. Find X correct to 2 decimal places. So labelling them, I could have labelled this diagram, you guys would just label one diagram, I'm sure. Opposite the right angle, which I forgot to mark, is here, H. A is between the angle 42 and the right angle there, so there's A. O is the other one. Have a look and see what I've got. I've got A and I've got O. So I've got O and A, the ratio that use O and A is TOA. tan theta equals O on A. Substituting in my numbers, tan, the angle is 42, O is X, A is 4. Again, when I rearrange them, I get X equals 4 tan 42. So again, coming to my calculator, I want 4 tan 4 times tan 42 equals 3.601 or 3.60. Now have a look at some of these ones here. Now what I will notice is that yesterday we practiced putting things in our calculator. Here, remember, I'm just going to have a quick look. I've asked you to do this one. That is 50 degrees and 3 minutes. So remembering when you find that, and that it looks like you're going to be using, what are you going to be using? Cos for that one. So if I was trying to put in that 50 degrees and 3 minutes, remember that I will go to my calculator. If I was doing this one, the answer may well be that I'm going 48.75 times cos of that angle. Now 50 degrees, 33 minutes, 50 degrees. To do that DMS, it comes up with that, then put in my 3, and that's it. So we don't have a 0, it's just 3 minutes, that's it. And then if I go equals, it'll come up with an answer for me, which I'm sure is correct. Okay, so have a go at these exercises and give me an email if there's anything you